Hey, welcome to this episode of Buckle Up Garage. Today we are at the National Corvette Museum in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Well, it's pretty obvious I'm not a huge Corvette guy. I'm more a muscle car, especially Mopars. But if you're in this area, this is a place that you really need to see. The history in here is quite incredible. So let me turn this around and we'll show you what you're going to be walking into. All right, the first thing to greet you when you walk in is a slew of modern, current Corvettes, roped off for you to take a look at. They do have a nice dining area, the Stingray Grill, if you're looking for something to eat. I'm here on a Sunday, so it's pretty quiet so far. And not a lot of people, which might work out to my benefit. Also got their gift shop where you can spend all kinds of money. And they do have one more vintage Corvette sitting here. All right, let's take a walk in. Give you a little shot of what's inside. Here they have, looks like a dealership showroom from the mid-70s. They got a 77, a 75, and a 78 Corvette, red, white, and blue. Very patriotic. You've got a salesman back there by the desk yelling into the phone. But yeah, it's neat. Neat way to display them. And here we've got a C8R full race. This ran in the 21 and 22 season. Won a lot of major events. Very cool. It's a bad boy right there. Apparently it was crashed and rebuilt so it could compete a little more in the 22 season. But yeah, this thing's got to be an absolute riot to drive. Very nice. 1956 Corvette SR2.
It would not do to have the son of a GM executive drive.
I know nothing about this car,
So Harley decided
but it's really neat looking.
special racing Corvette.
Looks like the front end was modified to make it more aerodynamic. It's obviously got a lot going on in the back end to make it more slipstream, probably stable at speeds with the big fin in the back.
Some have suggested that it stood for Sea Brake Racer, inspired by the Corvettes in the 12-hour race.
Kind of tough to see inside there. Can't get that close to it, but yeah, that's a neat car. 1968 Corvette L88. This competed in the 1972 24 Hours of Le Mans. Beautiful car. Beautiful. Really wish I could get in a little closer to these, but I get it. I get it. There's a lot going on in this thing. There's a little air spoiler on the hood, probably to help kick things up off the windshield. Air mostly. Look at the mirror mount. That's wild. It's like a big stand. Very cool. Very cool. Now this is cool. They got a section in here that looks like it's just body style studies or aerodynamic studies. I'm guessing these were what were used in preliminary wind tunnel testing.
My name is Vlad Kapitanov.
This is cool. And some of this stuff has obviously made it to production. Some of it not so much. But that's cool. Let me get this one over here.
Working with sculptors.
Man, what a fun job. Just kind of carving that out, or however they do it, probably with foam and clay, and just tweaking it. And over here we got a couple of prototypes. I'm going to assume this one says 68 Astrovette. Yeah, it says it's a aerodynamic study. A lot of this, I'm sure, in one way or the other, was employed into production vehicles. You see a lot of C3 in this. It's muted, the production vehicle, but yeah, they were trying some crazy stuff. Over here, we got a 1986 Indy model. This one's a mid-engine. Another design study. Trying to figure out what works and what doesn't, and what could go into production. The Corvette guys know the mid-engine did, finally win out. Beautiful. So we get in and see some of that interior. pretty neat. It's like all the controls on the driver's door panel. It's wild. Cool stuff. And back here, is this all the colors that were available over the years? Man. Oh, okay. Kind of a mock-up of the design studios where they messed around with interior fabrics and colors, some of the tools that they used.
Hi, my name is Carolyn Peters, and I would like to
hello, Carolyn Peters. You kind of scared the shit out of me there.
You'll see in the color studio here.
A lot of audio kicks in as you're walking around through here about what you're looking at.
Also here, you'll see
All right, this is the 1964 XP819, the Ugly Duckling. I can see where we'll get that name, but quite honestly, I think this is probably one of the more badass cars in here.
My name is Brian Steckel. I'm a creative designer
It's got
at General Motors.
humongous tires on the back of it. It looks like the rear tilts open. Get underneath there. Engine and drivetrain are in the back. The engine is actually behind the rear axle. So we'll get a little bit more in here. And it's tough to see, but I'm sure that was obviously intended to help with weight distribution and handling. I know this is usually on a turntable, so you can kind of see all the way around it, but let's see if I can get some of these wall pictures so you can kind of see what that chassis looks like. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. There's the body on the buck that form the body panels. Very cool.
Having it show up on the stage or on the road for the first time and seeing it.
Would have been neat to see something like this go into production or see it run on a track. Just probably a monster. Yeah, it looks like maybe if you come here during the week, you can watch these guys restoring some of these. They look, they got parts all laid out and tagged. I'm guessing for working on this particular one here. But what caught my eye when I looked around the corner, you can barely see it back there. Back to the 80s. Look at that. I don't know if that was a Callaway or just a custom. Probably a 1980, 81. That was a big thing in the 80s, was the real wide body flares, and big whale tails, and all that craziness. Don't see those very much anymore. I think it's cool. Okay, we are now walking into the Skydome. This is where the sinkhole happened, I forget however many years ago. Just going to kind of walk around and pan around and let you guys take a look at this. That's the sinkhole. At least what's left of it. Yeah, they never made a 1983 Corvette. Apparently this is the only one. Yeah, built strictly for testing purposes and never actually came to fruition. (1973) XP Experimental, I believe that stands for. XP 98.7 GT, two-rotor Corvette. Apparently they messed around with rotary engines. 180 horsepower. I guess I can kind of understand why they didn't pursue it. It's a neat-looking car. Got kind of a Monza-looking front end on it. Chevy Monza. A little reminiscent of the Panteras. Neat though. See, they even have a Cadillac in here. It's a Cadillac DPI. Looks like Caddy got into like fielding a car for sports prototypes. This thing's kind of insane. It said that they messed around on this from 2017 to 2022. That is just a radical looking car. Yeah, obviously they probably leaned on the Corvette designers to help them out, but it definitely is distinctive looking. Very neat. Look at that wing in the back, that stabilizer, like the spine stabilizer. Goes right down the middle. Air intake, I'm gonna guess that's what that is. Man. Very neat. They even have, I'm going to call it an art gallery. It's all Corvette centric, but it's all kinds of photos, race photos. That's cool. Who doesn't like flames?
And so
Come around the other side, see what else we find. I see a theme going here with the yellow ones. Oh, here we go. Here's something that's not Corvette. Ferrari GTO, Chevelle, Camaro, Viper. Wow. Picture of a Dodge. Who'd have thunk it? And they've even got a full-scale clay model of a Z06. Something you don't see every day. Couple of tags on it. I mean, they've literally rolled this thing right out of the design studio. Like you said before, it's got to be an absolute blast for a job. Just shaping cars all day. Very cool. And a wireframe Corvette hanging from the ceiling. It's really cool. I don't know if that was just something for art for the sake of art to hang from the ceiling, or if this is actually, you know, something they start with for the clay models. There's really no explanation or a placard up here for it, but it's pretty cool. This is an interior buck. Apparently this is what they use to lay out, check fitment, decide what works and what doesn't. It's like the center third of a Corvette body. Alright, so that's going to do it for this visit to the National Corvette Museum. Definitely some really neat stuff in there. Whether you're into Corvettes or not, you're going to learn some things. They're unbelievably dedicated to what that car is all about. Racing heritage, you know, the sport car racing, the design stuff was really what kind of got me going. And it's neat seeing the prototypes and the things that they tried that maybe didn't work, the things they tried that, you know, one way, shape, or form made it into production. Very cool. I think I got a little bit more respect for the cars now. And like I said, I'm not a Corvette guy, but maybe I'm a bit of a Corvette guy today. So until the next episode, I do appreciate you tuning in. Hit the subscribe, share it with your friends, leave me a comment. Until the next episode, later.